Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with a dividend increase video. So today I'm going to tell you about 3 stocks that just increased their dividends. So first off, we have Papa John's International, ticker symbol PZZA, and it's increasing its dividend to 35 cents. So originally it was paying 22 cents, and then it just bumped it up to 35 cents. And of course, there are other pizza chains on the market, as in Pizza Hut, which is in Yum Brands, which has a decent dividend growth history, as well as Domino's, which I think is the best out of the 3. But they have a relatively low dividend, just like Papa John's, because they are more into the delivery space, more aggressively expanding into that, like robocars and things of that nature. But Papa John's just handed out a substantial dividend increase to its shareholders. And that's the first of 3. But it says Papa John's will increase its dividend on the 27th of August to 35 cents, which is 56% higher than last year. This takes the annual payment to 0.9% of the current stock price, which is unfortunately is below what the industry is paying. So Papa John's pays a low dividend, but with growth like this, I think it pays off. Long term, if you held this stock, you'd be up dividend-wise quite substantially. And let me know if you're a shareholder of Papa John's down in the comments below. But next we have FRT. Now, Federal Realty is a REIT, which means that they legally have to pay out 90% of their profits to shareholders, which is great, which means that if you're a dividend growth investor, this would be a great stock for you if you're looking for consistent growth. Now, the most recent dividend for FRT was only a penny. So, not phenomenal, but it's still an increase given the fact that they're a mall REIT, the biggest mall REIT in the world. Cut their dividend pretty substantially during the pandemic, and FRT actually didn't do that. They kept it, and this is their first increase since the pandemic. So, of course, they're going to have to do it a little bit less, aggressive than they usually have, because I'm sure they've lost some tenants. The mall industry's been slammed, but it's still a increase, and so now you're getting paid $1.07 instead of $1.06, depending on your share count. That could be substantial, it could not, but still, it's still a boost in a kind of rocky environment, especially given the pandemic and all the woes that have happened in that industry. A lot of REITs, I know that SKT cut its dividend. I know that SBR cut its dividend as well. Simon Realty, Simon Property Trust cut its dividend, and they're a huge mall REIT. They cut it in half. So the fact that FRT is healthy enough to sustain the dividend is great. But on top of that, they gave shareholders a slight raise in an industry where a lot of its peers cut or eliminated the dividend altogether. This is still great. So the smallest dividend increase out of the 3, but it's still added income for doing absolutely nothing. And then we have Illinois Toolworks. Illinois Toolworks, New York Stock Exchange, ticker symbol ITW, authorized a 7% increase to the dividend payout to shareholders, representing a quarterly increase of 8 cents per share or 32 cents per share annually versus the current dividend rate. The dividend will be paid on Thursday, October 14th, 2021 to shareholders of record as of September 30th of 2021. So guys, this is a pretty substantial dividend increase. So they are already a dividend aristocrat, so they have over 25 years of dividend increases. And so most of the time when you have stocks like this, the same with FRT, the dividend increases aren't as substantial. Given the fact that they've been doing it so long, seeing a nice 7% increase is healthy. It's great income for holding a stock, especially when, you didn't have to go to work to do that. Think about how much you'd have to work in order to get a 7% raise. So they literally just gave you 8 cents for holding shares that were probably going to be holding anyway. So guys, when it comes to substantial dividend increases, of course, FRT is the lowest with a 0.09% dividend raise. But again, as I said, given the rocky the turbulence that they've had in that industry when it comes to REITs, especially mall REITs, and how the pandemic affected them, it's kind of it's really impressive that they not only kept the dividend, but they increased it. So we did get an increase from FRT. Then Illinois Toolworks gave us a 7% increase, which they've been increasing the dividend for over 25 years. So, this is one of those set and forget it stocks, those sleep easy stocks. And then finally, kind of surprising, given the fact that a lot of restaurants, just like the mall REIT, had issues during the pandemic, but one of the industries that really did well was pizza delivery. They were going to deliver anyways, so the only thing that it really, stopped is the dine-in orders, but it kind of saved. I'm sure it did save a lot of money for the pizza chains to not have to, stock salad bars, stuff like that. It kind of helped push the bottom line for delivery. And as you guys can tell, Papa John's has, and I know Domino's increased the dividend as well. It just wasn't as substantial, but Papa John's must be pretty confident in their market share and their brand, because they just gave out a 56% dividend increase. So that's phenomenal. So that will round up the video for today, guys. So we covered Papa John's with a 56% increase. We covered Illinois Toolworks with a 7% increase. And then we have FRT with a 0.09% increase. So congratulations to all the shareholders who were given a free pay raise for doing absolutely nothing. This is exactly why we do what we do. We hold quality companies that reward its shareholders for owning the stock with dividend increases year over year. And even though, each individual year might not be crazy substantial, the 0.09% isn't going to, it's not going to make a huge difference this year. But the fact that if you hold these stocks that have a history of dividend increases, the more shares you accumulate, even a penny increase could result in an extra $1 to $4 a year, which that's really what it's about, is the compound effect that these dividends give you over time. So congratulations to shareholders of these companies. I'll have another video coming out if there are any big names that have any significant increases. I know it's been a while, but I haven't really haven't heard a lot about big dividend increases. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and when you do, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any updates. I will have a Robinhood portfolio update coming out for you Monday through Friday, every day this week, as well as a second video, just because I love putting out content. So congratulations to shareholders, and I'll see you guys later on with a portfolio update. Take care, guys.